So today at 8:30 in the morning, we have employment data coming out, and we'll be observing how the price reacts. Now, ICT doesn't focus on the actual numbers from any news release because the charts tell the real story. It's all about watching how the market responds and aligns with our analysis. The lines you see here on ICT's charts are crucial reference points. The blue lines represent the new day opening gap, while the red lines indicate the new week opening gap. The midpoint of both these gaps is what we call the consequent encroachment, a key level that ICT focuses on in his analysis. Look where the price is sitting right now. It's below yesterday's new day opening gap and above today's new day opening gap. Even though we have news today, ICT has advised us to focus on the price action around the new day opening gap and new week opening gap layout on your charting software. He emphasizes that, regardless of the news, the algorithm will be spooling the price at 8:30. Time is the main piece of ICT's trading model. When dealing with new week opening gaps or any other significant range of gaps, ICT advises us to divide these gaps into quarters using Fibonacci levels. We can see here, candles are respecting the high of the gap. Price comes back down and pulls back to the low. Then price rapidly goes down. Where's it reaching to? The gap below, and respects its consequent encroachment. Price goes down again and comes back up to the low of gap within fair value gap and drops below. Here is the Wednesday gap. Look again how bodies are respecting it. When price comes back up, it stops again. Where? At consequent encroachment. Now the news which we were waiting kicks in. Look at this beautiful price delivery. In the last lecture of ICT, told us about the clustering of gaps and what we should anticipate with price out, if you remember. Price will gravitate towards where there are more gaps, or I should say cluster of gaps. And price is doing the same. Is it not great to witness this? We should always be on the lookout for turning points in price, especially in these scenarios. It's crucial to ask ourselves why the price moved from a particular level. Understanding the reasons behind these movements helps us align our analysis with the market's intentions and enhances our ability to anticipate future moves. When we see the price coming back and stopping at the first quarter, followed by a strong displacement, it could be an indication that the algorithm might be shifting into a buy program. After displacement price comes back and ICT likes the fact it did not touch the new day opening gap, sets the tone for prices going to the gaps above to offer the fair value. If the price keeps spooling before the official market open at 9:30, ICT's approach would be to hold off and not take any action right away. Instead, he'd wait for everything to align, specifically with time. The macro, which occurs 10 minutes before the hour to 10 minutes after, and with, in the morning, silver bullet. Additionally, he'd look for other confirming factors, such as a bullish market structure shift, before making a move. As the price moves upward, we need to anticipate the next level it might reach. To do this, we can use the Fibonacci retracement tool and look for fair value gaps in the premium zone. We have one right at the 50% level, but ICT prefers the one above it because it's formed in conjunction with a breaker. This combination adds more weight to that level as a potential target. If we identify a breaker that has a high-low and a higher high, and it has taken out the buy-side liquidity, we need to pay close attention to what happens during the run-up. If this move leaves behind a fair value gap, this area becomes crucial. This gap will act as an inversion fair value gap. Now, let's observe the price action on the 15-second chart. Right at the news release, the price moves around 52 handles within just 15 seconds. It then runs towards the Wednesday gap, followed by the Tuesday gap. Above that, we have a fair value gap at the 50% level, and even higher, we find an inversion fair value gap. Here's what we're seeing. The price rallies up and then trades down. Notice the overlapping of these candles. The high of this candle is where we opened and traded down. This move took us to the consequent encroachment of Wednesday's gap. Once the price touched this level, it then rallied, leaving behind a bullish fair value gap. Now we have some reference points for where the price might head next. The Tuesday gap and the fair value gap above that. There's the range between trading on this fair value gap and this repricing too, and how far this can overshoot this gap. Look at the overlapping here. where these two body agree to close this and open another one. That right there is PD array. Price can touch that perfectly. Open of this candle and low, this candle is same. After the initial rally, we see the price create a small volume imbalance inside the bullish fair value gap. Our focus now is to observe whether this imbalance stays open and price support, or shows an inability to trade back to the midpoint of bullish FVG. If it does not manage to touch the midpoint, the price might shoot up immediately. Next, we see that the consequent encroachment, CE, of the fair value gap is established, and the price trades down to the first quarter before rallying again. This is a positive sign because it leaves the volume imbalance open and does not return to the CE. As the price starts to rally, each down close candle should act as support and function like an order block until it reaches the high of Tuesday's gap. The market then trades back down into the bullish order block and starts ranging around the gap. If the price begins to move lower and drops below this low, my strategy would be to stay put until the 9:30 open and avoid any impulsive entries. When the price is at these levels, it's crucial to analyze whether there's a chance for continuation in line with the higher timeframe narrative. Assessing the higher timeframe, such as daily or weekly periods, can be very useful here, and cancel for the anticipation of bearishness. This is something you will gain with experience. If you're a beginner, ICT suggests analyzing the price action by asking these key questions. Will the price trade into the fair value gap and then reverse, heading towards the inefficiency above? Or will the price take out these lows before moving to the higher target? Alternatively, could the price completely reverse and trade back to the 8:30 open candle? Does price want to reach the upper fair value gap before 9:30? Remember, you can do all this analysis and reading without putting any money on the line. This process helps you understand market behavior and refine your strategy. It's essential to recognize that you may not always be right, and trading takes time and practice to master. Get quick rich decisions can derail you, rob you from the opportunity of a lifetime. We have a volume imbalance, and we've touched the top of the gap high. Within this context, we see two small arrays inside the order block. Now, we need to observe whether the price wants to run above this high and move towards the gap at the top. This could indicate a continuation pattern or a move towards the next level above. Price is going as it was anticipated by ICT. It's all about understanding where we are at within this range. You can clearly see that this is the range high, extending all the way down below. This is the most recent significant directional move occurred before 8:30, and it's important to recognize where the most profitable traders are positioned now. In this case, it's clear that the profitable traders are holding short positions. After the news driver and with a cluster of gaps above, the probability increases that the algorithm will aim to take them out. This suggests that the market might be gearing up to target those levels above. So now we are on 15-second chart, price touches the CE. ICT told this level before it happens, and it hit here. So what's happening? It having resistance, then it breaks down this level, this low. After it touches this, price trade down below. What does it mean? Shift in the market structure. So what is it going to do? So probably it's going to trade to short time premium. So what it's going to go? Trade to, when you see this gap there to there, look how bodies are respecting the FVG. Wicks can do the little damage, how far this can do. You see this volume imbalance, and where it trades down to low and of the Tuesday gap. So the key takeaway is when you have FVG and small volume imbalance above, this tells where the wicks can go. How can you trust the trade is still viable? Or if you miss the first down move, can we enter a gain here? Yes, it's reclaimed FVG. Let's zoom in here. Look how the bodies of candles are supporting the fair value gap. Look where the bodies are, what wick are doing little damage. To what degree is that wick going with underlying expectations? Look back. Left, what do we have? A short-term high? Did wick went above that? Yes. How far above that wick can go up? Again, look to the left. What do we have left with? Volume imbalance. Here, price fails to go to the CE. This is what we should be looking for. We want to see the next candle dive below it. Does it? Yes. Now we can use this as an institutional order flow entry drill. Price moves, trades up to the gap, and we want to see that open and act as a breakaway gap. From here, the price fell sharply, taking out all the sell side liquidity that was engineered during the morning session. How far did it fall? Right to the consequent encroachment, CE, of Wednesday's gap. The algorithm first punished the sellers by pushing the price above, and then it dropped, punishing the buyers before ultimately moving to a new high for the day by far. Finally, prices reached to the level ICT has given us earlier, an inversion fair value gap, which is a first fair value gap within the breaker. I am also working on the PDF for ICT 2024 Mentorship. If you want that, please do check the description below, and I will be uploading Lecture 5 soon. Please turn the notifications on so you don't miss them. Thanks for watching.